I'll get it up on those sites. But our schedules are up there. There's still posters left. We want to grab a poster. And if you noticed on the other side, that's our second chance tournament going on. We're going to run that continuously while this is in.
Okay, now we're okay. Well, folks, welcome back to the Turning Stone Casino Classic 23. We are coming to you live from the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. This is the Mike Zuglin's Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. I'm Upstate Al with AZB TV. We have Danny DiLiberto, worldwide commentator in the booth. And we're about to watch a match between, hopefully, it's set up. If it's not, of course it's not. Between Jayson Shaw and John Morra. And we got to thank some of our sponsors, but Mike Zuglin's going to be going right down the aisle real quick because there's only 4 matches that are going on. So we're going to elect to get to some of our sponsors as the match is in progress. But in any case, this is the 2 gentlemen we're going to be watching, John Morra versus Jayson Shaw. How about a big hand for NYC Grind, jumping on board to co-produce this live stream. Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason's puppy right there in his company. In fact, he bought a set of 3 DVDs from Diana Hoppy last night, and one of the chatters that's going to be signed into our chat is going to actually win that set of 3. We wouldn't be able to do this without azbilliards.com up in that left-hand corner. That's the mothership of pool and billiards, the world's largest forum and magazine cover on the internet. So make sure to go by there and browse it, browse the website, browse the forums, post things in the forums. To post, you have to be a member. Thing is, the membership is free. The best tablecloth in the world is Simonis, and we have them on board as a sponsor. We thank Simonis, and we also thank Aramith, the best pool balls to use worldwide. The Tap League, the best amateur league in North America, along with the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards. We'll be heading up that way. There you see at the top of the poster, the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. We're going to be bringing you this challenge match between these 2 great players that you're watching right here on this stream from the Turning Stone Casino. And right after that, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be watching AccuStats because AccuStats is heading down to bring us the Derby City Classic once again. It's the 17th annual. You can get all the information right there at accustats.com, just like you see it there on the bottom of that picture. ACCU. Make sure you use the hyphen. STATS.com. Danny DiLiberto, that's sitting in the booth, will be down there with Billy, calling those matches along with probably Jimmy White, right? He might show up also.
No, he doesn't go to Derby City.
He doesn't. Okay. Well, anyway, you'll have the legendary Billy and Danny down there.
He's talking about Billy and Cardona.
Yes, absolutely. And please, we got to make sure that we lend our hand to Steve Lomax, and we also want to give a big shout out to, and we wish her the best, Holden Chin's sister. Holden Chin was here helping Mike Zuglin, and his sister fell ill, so he had to leave. It was an emergency, so we wish her the best, whatever they might be going through. Diana Hoppy, how about this young lady right here? Good friends with Danny D and the pool world in general, but very good friends with Danny D. And she's got the Earl Strickland Road Stories 2 DVDs available. There's her phone number, 843-838-7770. And the main sponsor for Mr. Zuglin is Josh Hughes. We're going to get right over to Mike Zuglin right now.
Before all week, I'm expecting this gentleman to win this tournament and not to, if he doesn't win this one, he will win this tournament in the not too distant future. Right there, Jeremy Shaw. All right. Down here on the TV table, I call this the TV table because the live stream is done right over there by Upstate Out, courtesy of azbilliards.com and Turning Stone Resort Casino, the Jasper East 9-Ball Tour at NYC Grind. You can go on the internet and get this for free. And in the box over there, we have Hall of Famer Verona, one of the best players ever to play the game. And believe me, it's no joke, the whole lie. We're happy to have him, a wealth of knowledge right over there. You don't know what he knows, believe me. But
That's a nice introduction, Danny.
Great.
Defending champion. He won this tournament in September, and he won it with his wife sitting there pregnant. She had the baby the next day. Amazing, an amazing feat. Hard to believe. Multiple winner on the Predator Tour. He's taken this country by storm in the last few years. He's just beats up on everybody. Amazing.
Good morning, Junior.
And,
I'm ready to rumble.
See for yourself, Jayson Shaw. Is a woman equally as impressive and just a young gentleman. And he's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And he had a nice second place finish here back in 2007 when he was about 12. Since then, he's an 8-time Canadian champion. He's a Derby City Bank Pool champion. He's a 8-ball bar box champion. So he plays all the games on all the different size tables. He knows a lot about this game. And look at him, he's just a kid. He's sponsored by Falcon Cubes, Kings of Vapor, ChalkCube.com, Hustlin' USA Clothing, and Volteri Cases, Johnny Morra.
Both players are sponsored by the Kings of Vapor that are going to be right here, and also they're going to be challenging each other the weekend following this tournament. Make sure to keep up to date with AZ Billiards and AZB TV as both players are electing to leg. Danny, I'm expecting fireworks from this one.
Well, they had to be playing pretty well to be in this spot here. The last 4 undefeated. That's pretty. It's great.
Yes, yeah, it was 128 players, 128 strong.
Yep. And Johnny Morra amazes me because I go to Toronto all the time. I never saw a bank pool game. and he won the Derby City Bank Pool.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Archer got defeated. Johnny Archer got defeated last night by
Ron Cosanzio.
Ron Cosanzio. You know, we keep saying it, Ron Cosanzio. He's capable of snapping this whole thing off. If he's right, he's going for it. And
he's a great player.
He's in the back of your screen back there with the cap on. That's Ron Cosanzio. You see Mika right behind this table. Mika Immonen. Who's he playing? I can't see his back. Oh, Jeremy Sosi is the table right behind this one.
Mika was recently inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Deservedly.
Won everything under the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Well, he is amazing also because, you know, I did the commentary for the U.S. Open when he played Corey Deuel in the finals, and Corey Deuel shut him out, beat him 11-0.
Wow.
And I said, poor Mika, that's going to hurt him. He won the next tournament he played in.
13 straight from the B side, right?
Good player.
Oh, look at this 2-9 combination here. If John can bank this one or exceed a one at all.
Yeah. You're betting the game. Whatever you do with the one now,
well,
you shoot it.
We just said he won the bank pool down in Derby.
Yeah, I don't know.
If he can bank this one, and he's got a perfect combination, just stop the cue right there. Except the longer shot.
I guess he has a pat to the pocket, too. It goes in between balls.
The 7 and a 4, yeah.
Well, do you want to bet the game on this?
Well, the whole thing is, if he misses it at 2 rails, comes back across the other side of the table, the cue ball sticks right where the 1 is, keeping it blocked by the 4. So he just has to stick the cue ball, and if he misses, the 1 will come back across table. He's got to watch his speed.
I would consider you're betting the game on this. I'm not counting on being safe if you miss it.
He's playing safe.
Yeah. He didn't want to bet the game on that.
Don't blame him.
Good idea. He snookered him. I don't like kicking one rail at this. I like the two-rail kick.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jayson can jump. And he might not have to jump this one.
He's not jumping. He's going one rail, make sure he hits it. He might billiard the 9 in. Oh, he billiarded his wallet. Yeah, he could forget this game. You got to hit the ball. You know, that's a mental error. You know, I've been saying it for years. I played everybody who played the game for 55 years, the greatest players. They all miss.
Right.
But you're not ever supposed to make mental errors. There's no excuse. You got to hit that one.
In all fairness, what I think he was trying to do was feather the left side of that one ball and pushing it over towards the 4 and bringing the cue ball down. So, you know, he was kicking, but he was kicking safe.
I know what he was thinking.
Right.
But you got to make sure you hit that one.
Absolutely.
Because look what happened. You got behind one. This is a big match. The winner of this could be the favorite to win the tournament.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think anybody left in these final 4 matches
could win.
Could win it.
You're right.
It's a pretty strong field. But you're right. You know, by giving somebody the momentum, by winning their match.
You got it. Folks out there, you got to hit that one. No matter what happens, you got to hit that one. Because if you don't, it's an easy win for your opponent.
But, you know, for the people that are just learning the game of pool or learning 9-ball or advancing into 9-ball, you got to practice those kicks so that you can kick it accurately on what side of the ball, which is your best options and odds to hide either the object ball that's in rotation or the cue ball from that object ball. And that's where the Philippines excelled, with the 3-cushion billiard background and kicking.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
They do all kick good.
Yeah.
But I keep harping on it. Bad mistake.
Yes, it
It's
is.
too easy a ball to hit. You can't miss it totally.
Right.
You get the other guy momentum and maybe a loose wrist.
Well,
Side pocket.
101 basic break. Does he have vision between the 8 and the 6 at the 2? We'll take a look. I don't know. Can't really tell too much from this angle. Looks close. I would say he's got it.
He's going to hit it. I don't think he can cut it in the side, but he can hit it for
Going
sure.
down the corner.
Yep.
Back out between the 4-8 for the 3 in the upper left-hand corner.
Overcut it. He overcut it. In the old days, we would say he overcut the room rent.
He overcut the room rent. He overcut the room rent.
Send more money, Mom. I
Yeah.
overcut the room rent.
Well, Jason's going to do everything that he can to get that game back where he missed the 1 ball, the prior rack. And it doesn't take him long, so don't go to the microwave and warm up the coffee. It will not be cold before this match is over. Well,
Oops.
oh, it's an early in the morning thing here. Well, he might have got fortunate. He did.
You're calling it early in the morning? It's after 11, but fishermen have been up for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Here comes the safety.
Pool players now.
You got to freeze him on that ball. Well, he left air, you see.
Yeah.
Pokes, whenever you're going to snooker a person, freeze it on the ball you're going to snooker him with, because it takes away all the kicks. He's got a kick here. I think I'd rather be shooting here.
Yeah, by freezing him low like that on the other side of that 7.
He had to go a little further
Yeah.
and freeze him. No problem hitting it. He didn't lose his head.
Foxy Blue in the chat says the Roosters have been up.
Well, he's
Been
going to
awake
think.
longer.
He's going to think about this one. Where is the 4 ball?
Right there, the one he's aiming at. The pink one.
Okay,
This is the
yeah.
TV set.
Oh, and the 5 is next. You're too far away to kick this in. You know, if you had position for sure, you could have kicked that.
These two players are sponsored by the Kings of Vapor. You see the patches. One's on the right arm of John Morra, and the other one's right dead center on the back of Jayson Shaw. And if I get a chance, I'm going to flash on the broadcast a picture of the front of the pool room. It's
Wait, you
amazing.
see what I meant about kicking it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well,
If-
that was
if
a little
you
bit
get
easier.
I know it was,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if the 5 is easy after that, you could kick at it. He's still at the table. He doesn't have a real short shot, but if he makes this one, I'm sure he'll win this particular game. He got position. He's going to have to stun the cue ball a little bit. Even if you draw it a hair, even, you know, if you hit the 8 ball, it's not going to hurt you. Well, that'll hurt you.
Yeah, he might wind up getting fortunate once again. No, he didn't.
I don't
Not
think
this
so.
time.
Well, Jayson didn't wake up in stroke. He's missed a few balls already. It's only the second game. I think Johnny will take advantage of that.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to punish
will.
your opponent here.
He will. That's why he's in the Final 4 here.
Right.
Well, Jayson is making faces. I don't blame him because he gave away a couple games now here. Yeah, Morra will punish him. From the great city of Toronto. I love Toronto. Well, he shot a hair hard, but I imagine he'll be okay. Jayson is sitting there making faces, looking at the ceiling. Can't blame the ceiling.
Well, Johnny's going to...
Oh, no. Well, both of them have the jitters, apparently, because I'm...
It's too early, and Jayson just
Too
looked over
early.
at us and said it's too early, but he can fire these in the hole.
Well, this is not as easy as some of the shots he's missed.
Oh, he's calling Rick over. I guess there's something on the cue ball. He wants cleaned off a hair.
It's a good idea because if you happen to hit that object ball where the dirt is on the cue ball, it will skid. And the skid means the cue ball didn't leave the object ball immediately.
You know, Johnny Morra gave him an opportunity to get back to the table, and Jayson did exactly what he's supposed to do. We're tied at 1 apiece, folks. Just in case you're wondering, you want to see the prize funds, we happen to have them up on board. There you have it. $8,000, $5,000, $3,600, $2,600, paying all the way down to 32 places. For those of you that have any questions about the prize fund.
Well, they both have to settle down and think about what's going on. You know, they both blew the game a couple times.
Yeah. And, you know, that's the morning.
And you got to forget last inning. You can't dwell on that miss. Next inning is a new day. Don't think about what just happened. That's over.
Sometimes it's easier said than done with,
You're right.
with some folks.
You're right.
And some folks just blow it off, you know, like, hey, it's just another error. And Let's move on.
Well, he didn't make a ball yet. He made noise, that's it. Does he have a shot at the 1? Looks like he does.
If he doesn't, he's got a pretty fairly easy kick here.
Yeah, well, kicking doesn't win the game yet. I think he can cut it in. Now, position could be a little tricky because there's obstacles in the way. He's got to go 2 rails, play the 2 in the same place, I believe. He undershot it. He undershot it. And there's the obstacles I was talking about. He can hit the 2, but he didn't get great position. He's going to cut at this. Position will be there if he makes it. Which he did. And he's got position and an angle to go wherever he wants to go. And he's another one who's amphibious. He's getting ready to shoot left-handed. He looks good left-handed. He got perfect. He's looking to see, can he draw the ball and get in the middle of the table? He's going to have to. He listened. That's a pretty good shot.
Well, these 2 players can come with the good shots when need be. In all fairness, it is early. They were down here practicing. In fact, John just walked in the door, but Jayson was down here practicing on another table other than the one he's going to be on, and then elected to come over here and practice a little while. Doesn't matter because the consistency of the diamond tables is the same if you go to table 8, table 15.
You're right.
But it is early.
Greg Sullivan manufactured these tables.
Brilliant idea.
He's been great for pool. He's kept it alive, and he has tournaments.
How to hit that?
I'll let you know when the cue ball stops. Okay, he hit it good.
Pretty sporty.
Could have gone behind the 8. Now, I don't think the 8 goes in the pocket where the 9 is, and I don't think he wants to play the combination. So I think you play the 7 and the 8 in the same pocket.
He might have to play this combination
I don't
instead
think
of taking
so.
the risk of going around the table up
No,
and down.
He don't have to go up and down. He can just draw 1 rail to the 8.
He's coming around.
You think? I don't think so. He's doing what I said.
Yep.
He's playing the 8 in the same pocket. Nothing difficult about that if you're a player.
Good shot, Johnny Morra. We're going to 9, folks. 21 Jump Street. I just want to give you this right here, right between the match. We want to make sure we keep you up to date with this right here because Danny DiLiberto will be heading down to the Horseshoe with AccuStack's full production, bringing you the Derby City Classic, the 17th annual. You see the dates right on the top there,
Yeah.
January 23rd.
And folks, whatever your favorite game is, we got it there. We play everything.
So if you're not going to show up in person, there at the bottom of the screen,
Tune in.
accustats.com. Universe Clothing, one of their reps has been eliminated at a tournament, but 3 tables back is Rodney Morris, a rep for Universe Clothing. We want to say thank you to Nick and the whole crew. for jumping on board.
And Johnny Archer also, but he's out of the tournament now.
Yes, and BilliardsPress.com, Phil Capel, writing a lot of stories on this event taking place over the last couple of days in NYC Grind, and Phil sharing each other's stories. Great to hear. Thank you, Phil Capel. Dan Heydrich Custom Cues. He is on premises. I think he only has 1 or 2 cues left. He sold a bunch of them. J&J Industries. And we got to get back to the match because J&J, John says, let's do that a little bit later. Leads here 2-1.
Nice break. You don't have to hit him hard, folks. He took something off it. The ball went right in the corner pocket. And he's got a shot at the 1.
Yep, sure does. The one at the top of your monitor there. And it's a little back cut, but he's got a shot. Two ball right here on the bottom right-hand corner of the table is the 2 ball.
Position is there if you make the ball. He didn't make the ball. There's the position, but he didn't make the ball.
Both players shaking their head after they miss because they can't believe it.
That was the game there. There was nothing else to do after that if he made it. However, they're humans, and they're feeling the heat right now. Big tournament to win. You get points with the BCA.
Yes, you do. This is the BCA ranked points right here. And I think next August 20th through the 23rd, we're going to see an enormous crowd come out. So put that on your calendar if you would like to attend this event live or just watch it. August 20th through the 23rd. BCA point rankings.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's trying to loosen up. You're right. He's trying to loosen up. There's only one person at the table that can beat him, and that's himself.
He's got to play good because he's got a baby to feed now. Babies don't want to hear you miss the ball. They want to eat.
This is true. All right, 22.
That's the Jayson we know. He made it look easy. And I always say it, when a good player is playing well, it looks easy.
Looks like practice, basically. All right. I got a couple of things I want to keep doing over here, Danny. Trying to get everybody up to date. You figure I'd get up, it's 5 in the morning, but I didn't get up there until about 2. Folks, keep in mind, just before the semifinals, somewhere within that area, we will be giving away another set of Earl Strickland 1 and another DVD of Earl Strickland Road Stories 2, plus a set of 3 DVDs that Gotham City Technologies purchased, Ron Mason, for one of our chatters.
Well, he made a ball, and there's the position on the 1. That's what I've been saying now for 2 days. Make believe the 1 is going to be on that end rail and get the cue ball down there, have an imaginary picture of the 1 down there, and play position for it on the break. If you make a ball, you got a shot. Got a pretty good shot here.
No, I can't
He
believe it.
missed again.
He can't believe it.
Well, he'll probably blame the ceiling again.
Well, he's looking at the position on it, too. I don't even think he got that. So he's unsatisfied with not only missing a shot, look what a cue ball is.
In other words, Al, you're saying that he shot a shot where he couldn't win with it because he didn't get position on the 2 anyway, but you could lose with it.
Yeah.
Johnny's going to try to do that.
You know, John, when you meet John, he's such a cool, calm, and collective, respectful young man.
From Toronto.
From Toronto. His dad is a really nice guy also, Mario.
Yeah. One of Canada's finest snooker players in the past. Mario, his name is. And like you said yesterday, I'm surprised he's not here. Usually they both play in this tournament.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see him in August. This is such a small window here for the 3-ball. You know, if he can get back to the center of the table and that angle just past the 5, he's okay.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Yeah, I don't
He's
like
got to
him.
miss all the balls and get almost on that cushion to the right of him. Dangerous. You could very well snooker yourself here, making the 2.
He played the small window.
He did.
He's going to pay the price by
He
not getting there.
snookered himself, you know. But that's how it's set. There was nothing easy about going from the 2 to the 3.
Right.
Now you got to make sure you hit the ball. Anything is better than ball in hand, so hit the ball. I don't think he's got a rail to spin around and make the ball.
I like kicking it one rail. Kick the 3
Soft.
past the 7.
Kick
Soft,
it past
yeah.
there soft because the pocket isn't open. Don't hit it hard. Just try to kick it past the 7, Johnny.
Maybe trap the cue ball behind the 7 a little bit. Yeah, something like that.
That's what he did.
Well, he left the shot. No, he didn't. The 3-ball looks like it's just past the side pocket.
I don't know if it did. I think he can cut it in the
He's
side.
going for it. He can cut
Yeah,
it.
a little harder, it would have been perfect. He made a good hit on it. It just the speed was off. Yeah, there were too many things that can go wrong with that shot, and it did. This is one of those nip and tuck matches
nip and
that
tuck.
I still don't know what it means, but I use it.
Well, look where the 9 sits right in the middle. He'd like to go either way, but I think he's going to come to the left side of it.
He's going to draw the ball. Don't
Yeah.
go in the. Oh, he hit the. That's a better
different,
shot.
huh?
That's better than drawing the ball. He had better control this way. Drawing it, he might have went right in that pocket.
Well, Jayson Shaw comes back from making that first error and giving John Morra the first game to now take the lead 3-2. Just in case you're signing on, you want to know what this event is. This is the Turning Stone Classic 23.
Folks, they're not playing great yet, but don't go away because they played better than this to get to this point. And at any time, they might get in gear.
Watch the 1 ball and the 4. Ooh, wow, he overpowered that, but something flew in the hole. I believe it was the 6 ball right in the corner. No shot on the 1 ball. Might have to roll out.
And like I always say, whenever you got to push, try to tie a ball up when you do it because that'll assure you getting back to the table because you're going to get the worst of it with the push.
He's thinking about kicking.
Oh, I don't know about that. No, I don't think you kick it this one.
It looks like the 2-ball is blocking the corner pocket from the 1 going in. So why not just push over a little bit towards this side of the rail, the right side, right where the cue ball is.
Tie up a
He's
ball
kicking.
pail if
He's
you
kicking,
can.
Danny.
I don't care for this. This is going to be disaster.
Kicking with speed.
He made it.
That's the kind of disaster you're facing when
He
you're
made it.
playing Jayson Shaw.
Yeah, that was a great kick there. And very gutsy.
Tough crowd, huh? That
Yeah.
was some shot.
Don't applaud, you'll raise dust.
Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, and position went with it. But the thing about it is your opponent would have had that. But he don't have to worry about that because it went in. Okay. Yeah, he might get in gear.
If you give him the opportunity, he will. We want to say hi to Charlie and the rest of, Jayson just pulled something in his back, trying to stretch over the table there and reach over to 5'8".
I want to say hello to my friend Sherm in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm sure he's watching. He would like to be here.
Hi, Sherm. And everybody out there in Scotland.
Cincinnati. My good friend. You don't have to play position there. I was going to say just stop the ball and take the shot.
Stop and go. That's what Jason's all about, and he's about to go up 2 games right here if we can pocket this 9-ball. I say if, but because it's early and he missed 1 ball out of the whole set, or 2.
Yeah, he missed a couple balls early, but that could be history now because he overcame it, and he's leading by 2. Originally from Scotland.
Glasgow,
Came to the New York City area and started beating every local, and he got the nickname Eagle Eye.
We're not calling him Eagle Eye. I told him last night when I seen him pushing the baby around the lobby to try to get the baby a little bit sleepy.
Did you tell him what I said about the bald eagle?
I said, from now on, we're calling you the driller because you're drilling everybody right in the field. No, I didn't tell him that.
Bald eagle's not bald, but like I said, ancient England, bald meant white.
Watch the 9 as it starts creeping up table. The 5. No, it wasn't the 5. The 3-ball fell into the side pocket.
Yeah,
So
he
Jason's
made a
still
ball.
up.
He made a ball, so he continues to shoot now.
This is just make the 1 ball, and the 2 ball comes across the table.
Yeah, the 2 is hanging, so if you make the 1, you figure to have position no matter what.
Just don't want to shoot over the 6.
And it's not an easy shot anyway.
Oh, no.
The only thing easy about it is you know you're going to have position because the 2 is hanging in the pocket. But I don't know about this. You know, he's just going to cinch this and shoot the 2 in the corner, not the
6 ball came into play. That's what he was worried
snookered
about.
himself. The speed was a little bit funny, and he went behind the ball.
He's looking to hide the cue ball behind the 4 and the 5 ball right there. In case he misses, he's going to hit this slow.
Oh, look at that hit. Pretty good hit. Didn't make it, but it came close. It got Morra's backer nervous.
I thought he was going to hit that slow and try to keep the cue ball behind the 4-5.
I think he was thinking of something like that, but it leaked out.
Took him apart pretty good, but I don't know if the 4 goes.
I don't know. I think it does.
By his facial expression, I would say it went.
Yeah, it goes. It does. And position is right there on the 5. You've got to soft draw it a little. Perfect.
Notice the way John's playing the object balls into the side pockets. Finessing them in. You hit any other part of that side pocket, you can forget it, and you might as well just go back to your seat. Most of the time, it'll just spit the ball back out. They play really good, these tables.
Best table made.
Yeah, absolutely.
Diamond table.
Four 3 as we trudge along in this match we're racing tonight. We want to give a big shout out to AZ Billiards, Mike Howerton, who's on premises up in the bleachers, and Jerry Forsythe back at home.
Jerry Forsythe, my partner, we wrote the book together.
For allowing us to bring this live stream to everybody.
And at the same time here, we got the second chance tournament going on to the other side of the room. And to play in that, you had to be rated an amateur. In other words, you couldn't be an A player. Anybody who played in the tournament, the main, and it wasn't a world champion, it was eligible to play in the second chance tournament. So a lot of the players stayed around. Pool becomes addicting. You know,
oh yeah.
You can't leave it alone.
Rack number 8, folks. Jayson Shaw in the lead, 4-3. Watch the 3 ball here. And the 1. Neither one of them.
Hey, what's going on here? Nothing. Oh, I think he's got a clear shot at the 1. Does Jayson. Yeah, the break is a little fickle today.
The 1 ball's makeable. It's the position on the 2 ball. Can he get low enough to make the 2 on the side? He's deciding on where he wants his cue ball to fly.
Yeah, the angle's a little funny. Does the 2 get by that ball on the rail?
That's a good possibility. The 4 ball is sitting up about a diamond and a quarter,
Yeah.
or a diamond and an eighth.
That's the problem right now. He's trying to figure out what to do. I think you shoot this in the side.
Yeah, shoot the 1 on the side, but the cue ball
But
is the issue.
I think you got to jack up and draw it to the rail. Otherwise, you're going to float behind those 2 balls. You don't want to snooker yourself.
He's got to play the speed. There's a dangerous window down by the 8 there for the 2 on the side.
Yeah.
He's got to play the speed. He
Oh,
tried
he
it.
missed the ball. Yeah, and the reason he missed is because of what I said.
He missed good, though.
Yeah. Well, so far. I used to tell Billy that. Billy would say, he got lucky. I said, he didn't get lucky yet. The other guy still has the dice.
Yeah.
You know,
this is
anything
true.
can happen with this kick.
When you turn
'cause
the
he's
table
gonna
over.
kick.
You're right. Turning the table over and not having control of the table is a big factor, whether it's a kick or not. But I say the averages when you're playing safe like that and you're leaving a guy a kick, I think the averages are that you're going to have the opportunity to get back to the table. You got to play those odds.
Oh, yeah, you got to feel good if you're going to shoot next. You know, you don't think the guy's going to run out from here. And he doesn't have to play safe from here, but he has to hit the ball. That's the main thing, hit the ball, which he did. Where you going, 1? Going pretty good for John Morra, I believe. I don't care if he can make the 1. He's not going to get to the 2.
Well, if the 2 goes by the 4, which he's sweating right now.
Yeah, but look at all the balls that you're going to hit if you make this.
Watch
you know.
the shot.
Yeah, I don't think it's guaranteed position. Well, he hit a ball all right. He's a mile away, and it's tough shot and position. So therefore, folks, I wouldn't even shoot this. I got to play safe here. Cut it perpendicular, bank it way downstream to the 3. I wouldn't shoot this. Position is tough, and the shot is tough.
Yeah.
Play safe, folks. Don't be stubborn. You're in the match. You're leading 4-3. You don't have to gamble on doing something spectacular. Play safe. Bank the 2 towards the 3 and go forward with the cue ball. You might go right behind the 9. Let's see if he listens.
He might, you know what he might do? He might try to hide this cue ball up there by the 7-3 area. Don't be surprised if he banks this 2 ball towards the center of the table, 1 2 rails.
Well, I would bank it towards
See
the
where
3.
he's looking right here? Don't be surprised if he tries this.
He's trying to make this and then play the combination. I don't like it. This is a loser. You can't shoot this.
Watch the side pocket.
You can't shoot that
Nina,
shot.
towards the corner, and Cliff hangs with the 4 right in front of it.
Look what happened. It was bad idea.
It's a 2-9 combination is what happened.
Yeah, well, you're going to get punished for shooting a bad shot.
Absolutely. We're going to be tied at 4 here, folks, in about 2 seconds.
5 seconds.
All right, 5 seconds.
I'm going to knock you. I'm going to make believe you're Billy, and I'm going to knock you.
44. David Berkowitz. We're moving forward.
Yeah. See, folks, you got to listen to me. That was a bad idea shooting that ball because the shot and position are tough. And whenever that comes up, look to play safe. He had a good save.
He was jacked up over the 7 ball. All the factors were against you on that shot. I liked with that shot. I liked spinning it with the left-hand English and trying to tuck the cue ball behind that 3 that were and the 3-7 that were up on the top of the rail. Hard to do, but when you play billiards, you can get there. And Jayson has a stroke to make that cue ball do just about anything he wants.
It was a simple save.
Yeah. I liked your save better.
Bank the 2 upstream to the 3 and go 2 rails. You might have gone right behind the 9. You're going to win more games there playing safe than trying to make the ball. As you see, he got really double-crossed because the 9 hung. He left an easy combination. That was a mistake, folks. And like I've been saying for 100 years, everybody misses, but don't make the mental error ever. You never have to.
Seven ball went into the corner. The 1 ball looks like it's going to find its way up table as the
And
4
so,
dribbles.
Yeah. Well, he can hit this ball, but I don't think
He can make it.
cut it in. You think he can cut it in?
Yeah, he can make it.
Pretty thin. I know he can
The
make
2
it.
balls on this side of the rail over here.
I see it, yeah, but I don't think the speed lays if you cut it in. Well, let's see what he decides.
Eyes like an eagle, and Jayson Shaw standing up right behind Johnny Morra.
Sit down in the chair. You're supposed to sit in the chair.
Whoa, Johnny almost bumps into him. Jayson wanted to get out of the way. He wanted to sweat the shot.
Yeah, you got to sit in the chair when the other player is shooting. It's one of the rules.
Well, he was right behind him in the chair. He didn't cut it in. He
well,
played
I
the
told
cue
you
ball.
he didn't have a good shot there. And he played a pretty good save. I don't know if he can hit this.
Johnny's expression on his face says that Jayson has vision at the 1.
Well, if he can hit the 1, he can go all the way downstream to the 5 ball with the cue ball.
And hold the cue ball right there. Cue ball to the 5. But if he pockets the 5, then he's playing himself safe. So he's got to watch his speed.
That could happen. That's good. That's good. When you leave a guy a mile away with tough position, you made a good shot. Johnny has to think about this. I don't think you could shoot this. I don't think you're going to get a reward.
He's looking at the path between the 6-8, bringing the cue ball back across table. The 2 was there on the left-hand rail.
Well, the 8 enters the equation here. If he tries to do that, I don't think he can go clear 1 rail. I think he'll hit the 8. No, he didn't.
Swing and a miss.
He missed the ball, but he got the cue ball over there okay. However, he left the 1. Jayson has to just fall on the 2 now, and I don't see any problems. He fell on the 2, go to the 3 easily, and he's got a little bit of a cut, so the cue ball will not be on the cushion. Good enough. See, Al?
Yeah.
You got me here not only to do commentary, you got me here to put cups on other tables out of your way. That's I see the motives.
I tell you not to tell anybody. Jayson Shaw on the 8. Just draw back a little bit or go forward 1 rail. He elects to draw back. And he's going to take the lead once again here. 5-4 after being down 1-0 from the opening gate, leaving that 2-9 combination with John Morra.
It's still, the way they're playing, it's anybody's match.
Is that the, what did he call it, Voltari case? Logo on the back of John Morra's shirt there? Yes, it is. Must be one of his sponsors. It is, yeah.
Well, if it is, he deserved to get it mentioned. I don't know that.
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. Folks, you want to see these 2 players really go at it in a challenge match? This is the live stream you want to see, January 16th, 17th, and 18th. They're going to be shooting 8-ball. That's Jayson's #1 game. If you've never seen him play it,
Ale, who's coming from back east here, is threatening to pick me up in Buffalo and bring me there to do the commentary with him.
Yes. Listen, AZB TV only goes for the best, so why not stop in Buffalo on our way to Ohio? We're going to go that way anyway. Pick Danny up and treat him like the king.
Well, he made noise. I didn't see anything go in.
What I was going to say is, talking about 8-ball and Herb Pearson, who happens to be in the chat room right now, and I'll tell you a little bit about Herb.
Go ahead, but I want to explain this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you shoot the 9 here and draw the ball behind those balls down there, the 7 and 8, that is.
Yeah, take a 2-way shot here.
Yeah, I think you shoot the 9 here and you draw behind the ball. You got to play safe at the same time, but take the free shot at the 9.
That's what John's doing.
I think so.
How about just shooting it right into the
hole?
hole?
Straight in. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know if it passed, but if it did, he could have shot at the 9. See where he went? There would have been a free shot because he snookered it.
Well, he had a path. We didn't think he had a path from our point of view.
It doesn't matter what we think as long as he knew it and made it. So he's probably getting himself together here and say, wait a minute, I gave away some games. I'm not giving away any more. Good attitude.
So Herb Pearson, let me get back to Herb Pearson that's in the chat here. They live in a retirement development. And he became an avid a live stream pool watcher. He shows up at an event, introduces himself. I put him in a booth, he's a natural. I mean, plain cut natural commentator. I see him at the next event, the following event. Then he comes down with his girlfriend, Janet, who happens to be in the chat, to Brooklyn from Connecticut. And what they're doing up there at the retirement center is a lot of the elderly or the retirees that are not too computer savvy. He's teaching them how to watch pool because they do have tournaments at the retirement center. So he's teaching them how to get online and watch pool, which is pretty cool. Okay. Thanks, Herb.
What was the description you gave of him? You come with some big words there, because I got a different way of saying it.
I said that he's a natural. I had him in the commentator's booth, and he come out to Queens.
It was something further than that, but I call it a pool nut.
Well, we could have made it that short.
Yeah.
But he is a pool nut, yes.
Well, I want to tell you, pool is addicting. There's so many people that are pool nuts. great game to play because what else can you do when you're old? You could play this game till you're 90.
As long as your eyes are there, absolutely. And one rail back out. What a match we got here.
Yeah.
So, getting back to Herb.
Race to 4 now.
Correct.
Okay, talk about
So
Herb Peterson.
Herb Pearson is his name.
Pearson.
He's sitting in the booth, and I think I tell you the story yesterday. We were watching Jayson Shaw in a tournament playing 8-ball, and Herb happened to be in the booth with myself, Herb and I. And Herb had a stopwatch, and he clocked Jayson on an 8-ball game where it was the worst rack out of the 8-ball match that he was playing. The worst rack. I'm talking 3 clusters of balls in different areas of the table where Jayson had to go into them and break them up so he can shoot at his next object ball. Took him 51-point-something seconds. And keep in mind, the cue ball had to come to a stop before he shot his next shot. So I don't know what that amounts to in time, allowing that cue ball to come to a stop. But Herb was the one that thought about putting him on the clock.
Well, we're talking about fast players. Machine Gun Lou Butera is rated the fastest player ever. And one tournament there, I told you yesterday, he made the 9 and the 7 hung. Whatever that means.
It means he got to the 9 ball and the 7 didn't fall yet. How about that? The 7 was on a slow roll.
I believe he ran 150 balls in 21 minutes.
Wow. Well, it's 55 right here. Watch the 4.
Race to 4, folks.
Here goes the 4 ball. The 8 ball went into the corner. The 4 ball's
Here
going to
goes
go in.
another one. Where are you, 1?
Right there on the left-hand side above the 6 ball.
He's got a shot at it. And
Sure
I think
does.
he can forget about playing the 2 in the short pocket. I think you got to play it the long way because you don't have much more to do unless you want to just hit the 2.
Hey, he's got an option, though. He might go above it and shoot it down the long way.
Well, the side pocket enters going that way, so I like shooting at the far place without any
Speed.
gamble of going inside.
Speed counts.
Let's see what he does.
He hit it pretty good.
He did what I said. It's not going to quite get there. I don't think you... Well, he can cut at this because the cue ball isn't going to go out of play anywhere. I think you could shoot this. No, he's playing safe.
I'm going to put it behind the 9-5.
He's playing safe.
watch
Might
the
go all
speed
the
of the
way
cue.
behind the 7.
How about just cutting it in?
Oh, yeah,
What an
I
angle
didn't-
shot that was.
I thought he had too much angle, but that was a good shot. And the thing about shooting that shot is you could shoot it because you don't have anywhere to go to the 3. If you had to go somewhere to the 3, you couldn't shoot that ball on the side. But the 3 was right there. All he had to do was make it. Ooh, he just missed the side with the cue ball. Six is the next ball. I think he's got to hit 2 rails. I don't think he can kill it. I think he's got to hit 2 rails. No, he tried to kill it. He didn't quite do it.
Now he's got a tough shot, too.
Yeah,
on the
I
6.
would have gone 2 rails. I don't think that one you could. The speed didn't lay to roll it in, unless you feel good about this shot.
Good morning, Jared, in the chat saying hi to Danny DiLiberto and myself. Good morning. We hope your wife is feeling better. We understand she was under the weather, and the only thing that made her feel good was to watch a pool stream. Good morning, Jared. Or good afternoon. 2 minutes to 12
Well,
on the
he
East
can
Coast.
win the game here.
He's not.
He
not
didn't
that
make
way.
the ball.
Whoa, he got
it went
Danny.
in.
And the
Went
roll went his way. Nice
Well,
shot.
it was the speed that made it go. Any harder, it would have never went.
Yeah.
And he got position for position. And he's going to take the lead. Good time to take the lead. You're getting near the end.
John Morra, 65. We're at the New York state thruway speed limit. Talking about the New York State Thruway, the Turning Stone Casino is right off at exit 33 on the New York State Thruway. If you plan on coming in August, it's August 20th through the 23rd is the next Turning Stone Casino. Turning Stone Classic 24.
Well, talking about that, it was closed the other day when I left Buffalo because of the snow. We had to take Route 5 all the way. Took 6 hours to go 160 miles.
Unbelievable.
But we got here, and I'm glad. I like being around the players. You're a great commentator, by the way. You got way better in the last few years.
Thank you,
Talking
Danny.
to Al.
Well, you know how I did that. Just sitting in with you most of the time. And picking up some pointers. Not that I'm that much of a sponge. I usually keep the bad stuff away from me. But you, I kind of absorb from. Even though you're that bad. I appreciate that. I'm just pulling up some more graphics here. I want to show everybody a few things.
Well, hit the ball. Don't give him ball in hand. He made it. Doesn't have an easy shot on the 2, but position is there if he makes it. Of course, you got to have good speed too, but the 3 is out in the open here. If he makes this, I'm sure he's going to have position. Didn't cut it enough. Didn't cut it enough.
Here's what the front of the Kings of Billiards looks like. The entire windows are covered, and John Morra happens to be on that window also on the opposite side. Major big glass pane windows. Mike DeShane, Earl Strickland, Jayson Shaw, John Morra, all sponsored by the Kings of Billiards. This is the front of the room. So we'll be heading that way to bring you these 2 fine young players once again. Hopefully Danny D will be on board and join us there. If not, we would understand because he's got obligations to go to Derby City. It might be a little bit too much for him to get on the road.
Are you insinuating I'm old?
No, just, you know,
Okay.
relaxing before a real major event.
Hey,
I know how it feels. No hit. The fall ball was hit first. You've been
Right.
on. You got road rage all over you and road rash. You've been all over the place. I know, but it catches up to you. Also.
I hustled pool in Hiroshima,
Hustled.
Japan. I was there playing exhibitions and teaching, and one day I woke up, I said, I got to go and find something to gamble with. I won 2 million yen, 6 guys,
What does that equal? About $4?
$1,600.
Oh, okay, cool.
I beat 16 guys in a row for 125,000 yen, and if you add it up, folks, it's 2 million. I made 2 million yen. And a few enemies.
Hey, let me ask you a question, your personal and professional opinion. You know, they got these reality shows in the making where they're actually going to put on the air on some kind of cable channel. We have a crew going around and recording people barking at each other, and you know, they all pool.
Yeah.
And now, you know, when you go into pool rooms, a lot of them are lit up nice, kept very well. There's no smoke, and you can actually sit down and have a steak in the majority of the pool rooms now and eat. Do you think these reality shows are going to put us back in time where pool was recognized as a hustling game and a dingy place, and hold on to your wallet when you walk in the front door?
Hold it. You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do anything good for pool.
Thank you.
I already turned down being involved with it.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah, I don't really think it.
But if you're going to have anybody barking at anybody, I think Keith McCready would be the person you want to have on that show. What do you say?
No. Keith wouldn't be, but the one that would be is dead now. Ronnie Allen would have barked real good. Ronnie Allen sharked you, and it was worth 2 balls playing 1 pocket. And he's not with us anymore. Miss him very dearly. A real degenerate, he loved horses.
So you fit right in.
Yeah.
Folks, we want to remind you about Lucasi Hybrid Cues, Lucasi Custom Cues. Got plenty of cue sponsors on board. Josh Cues, they're all friends. They know each other. Dan Hydrick Custom Cues. We want to urge you to go over to Lomax, Steve Lomax Custom Cues. There's all his phone numbers and emails and post box. Yes, Danny, go ahead.
In case any of you people have been in a cave for years and you never heard of Ronnie Allen, he was one of the greatest 1-pocket players ever, and very colorful, and a shark artist.
UniverseClothing.com jumping on board. We are at the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. Danny DiLiberto, I'm sitting in the booth with him, Upstate Al of AZB TV. We forgot to thank this sponsor right here, PoolOnTheNet.com. We're trying to mention as many as we can. Definitely want to mention Gotham City Technologies. You have any problems with any device, any kind of device, make sure to check with Ron Mason right there at Gotham City Technologies. And before you throw it in the trash saying, I must have ruined it or something happened, let Ron Mason give him a call. It's not going to cost you anything to call him, hopefully. And I'm talking about as far as a bill on your cell phone or house phone. Most of the phone calls are cheap today. It's not like years ago. And check with him before you throw out that device that costs you a few $100. Ron can fix the firmware, the software. He doesn't have to be on premises as long as you can get online, I believe. Well, let Ron deal with that. He's got all that behind him. Build a website, host a website. Gotham City Technologies, all in one place. You want to follow Upstate Al in live stream news? That's what we go by. The name is Livestream News 1 on Twitter. Back to the action as Jayson is back. We're tied at 6 apiece. 5 ball found its way right into the corner, which was the wing, and he's got a shot on the 1.
He does, and look where the 2 is.
Well, guess what? Taking that break might have paid off.
Could have.
He takes his break like he shoots. He was back in 30 seconds.
Well, he's not only a fast pool player, he urinates quick.
Well, I don't know if he went to the facilitator or not.
Well, let's say that.
He might have just went to comb his hair.
Yeah. He combed his hair with a washcloth.
3 ball, the 4 ball. This is tough right here. You know, with the table, you got to be real careful with the side
I think
pockets.
you could cheat the pocket a little bit and go one
In the
rail.
side?
Yeah, see it? He did that. He wanted to get close to the 2, and he did, or whatever that ball is.
I don't like cheating into these pockets.
That's the 6.
6 ball, yeah. It's perfect
Yeah,
here.
yeah, wait a minute. All your fans out there don't want to hear that. You don't want to cheat, because you would have won this tournament if you were in it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to cheat those side pockets like that. And unless you're dead straight in or
If
somewhere
you shoot
within
soft,
that area.
you can get away with it. Well, here we go.
Jayson Shaw looking to put up another bead, and he does, just like that.
And he
He's
takes the lead. Good time to take the lead.
reaching for the hill.
Yep. He needs 2 games, and his opponent, I can't do the math, needs 3. Hey, I went to college, folks. I can count real well.
Sure you can. Especially with those yen.
Yep.
2 million yen.
2 million yen. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep. I took the subway to get there
What subway?
in Japan.
Kojak in the subway.
There's Kojak.
Yeah,
I was
Tony
around him a
Savalas.
lot.
I actually received a picture from somebody that actually knew Tully Savalas, but I didn't upload it yet. I do have it in my email.
I have to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, he's a celebrity. I was around him a lot at the Billiard Den in Hollywood, California. But when he made the Dirty Dozen and raped the girl, I didn't like him anymore.
Oh, that could have an actor.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. Cue ball fell into the side pocket. John Morra comes to the table with ball in hand. It looks like the 1-8 are wired, and if they are, he'll take it and just eliminate the 8 ball out of his way. One less ball you have to deal with if it's wired.
Well, it looks that way. You're right. You don't have to go up and down from the 8 to the 9, but if it didn't get straight in, he could have made the 1 in the corner pocket, the other corner. But he decided to do this, and like you say, get one more ball out of the way that you don't have to deal with.
yen equals 20,000. Yeah, today, years ago.
No, it means 1,600.
1,600
then,
years ago.
I
yeah,
don't know about
right.
now.
Now somebody said they just did the math. It's 20,000.
Oh, you mean I got
the
more
American
money coming?
dollar depreciated that much?
I should have saved the money.
They probably changed currencies anyway.
Hey, listen, I'm not a guy who saved the money. I want to put it in flight quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a year later it's worth another $1 million. I want it tomorrow. Well, it looks like we're going to have a short race to 3 if he gets out here. Or 2. They're both going to need 2. Well, he got a little funny angle. He had to go forward, and he did.
Eddie the Lock in the chat saying hi. Hey, Eddie Colleen.
Hey, Eddie.
He's
I
out
miss
there.
you, Eddie. Every chance I get.
You follow?
No, I really love Eddie.
Yeah, he's okay.
He was going to buy a sailboat and
did
go
buy
around
one.
the world.
He did buy one.
But I don't think he knows anything about sailing.
Well, he was in the Navy.
I don't believe that.
And it's got some kind of engine in it. He should be able to get around.
You think because you're in the Navy, you're the one who directed where to go?
Sure.
I don't think so.
He'll be okay. I like Eddie, too.
Here we go. Race to 2 now. Eddie is a character. He plays pretty good.
I told him, be careful as you're sailing out there. You know, there's got a lot of pirates. Don't worry about the pirates.
He wanted me to go with him, and I said,
He asked
no.
me to go with him, too.
No.
He says, you can fix the engine on the sailboat. I'd help him out. If I had the chance and the opportunity to help him out, I would help him out.
Yeah, he's got a big heart.
Hey, Pete Fleming is in the chat. Hey, Petey, how are you?
Oh, really? He's in Florida having a good time.
He said, Eddie, stay off the boat, you follow? All right, 7-7 right here on premises.
Johnny, quit looking this long. Get up and break the ball.
Well, he's wondering why he can't make a ball in the break. The last 2 innings, he hasn't made a ball.
And did he check the rack the other innings? And
Yes,
they were
he
all
did.
good?
Well,
So what good is it checking the rack if they're all good and you don't make a ball anyway?
He's looking for the
You're
piece of the
wasting
puzzle
time,
that's missing.
folks. You're wasting time. Pat Fleming agrees with me. You know, if you broke 2 in a row and didn't make a ball and they were tight, what good is it?
How about stop moving your cue ball around?
Yeah, follow whatever your opponent's doing. He might be doing something better, so you got 2 ways to check where the best break is.
2 ball
made
went
a
into
ball
the side this time.
And he's got position. Oh, boy.
It's a race to the hill.
He's got a chance to be on the hill first. Little tricky position here.
4 ball does not go past the 5, so he's going to have to play that up table. He's got to get on the lower side of this 4 ball. He's looking at the 4 going by the 5, and he realized, I think just now, that it didn't. So he's going to have to get this cue ball below the 4, which is the pink ball on the right-hand side. We are using the TV set, and we want to thank Ivan Lee for supplying brand new sets of balls for every table.
The best balls made.
Absolutely. Trying to play the inside to get behind it. Hit it perfect. And how do you hit it?
I'm going to teach you something here, because no ball is perfectly round.
You're right. They get out of round.
Because of the different pigments, you know, with the numbers. That's why the snooker world tournaments, there's no numbers on the ball, because they're one solid
composite.
Yeah, there's no different pigment. Very big. And they're not perfectly round.
There is a scale that you can use actually to put over the ball, because after a while they do deform from being smashed around.
Especially the 3 cushion balls. You know,
yeah.
Every 6 months they got to put them on something and re-round them.
Yeah. But the balls
I
that
don't know if
last the
there's
longest.
a word, re-round, but we know
recalibrate.
We know what we're talking about.
But the balls that last the longest.
Oh, this is
hit
good
the best
speed
right
here. Johnny's
Aramis.
in danger of getting on the hill first.
Overran it just a little bit, but you know he's got good position.
You needed an angle anyway to get to the 8.
Yeah, I think he wants to get on top of the 8
He's
and shoot on the
perfect.
side.
He's going to hit past the side, 2 rails, and try to get the angle on the 8 to get to the 9. Well, he didn't use 2 rails.
Well, he wanted to be higher on this.
I don't think he got real good.
Nope, he wanted to float down to the long side of the 9. Now he's in a position.
That's why I like 2 rails. He could have got the right angle going 2 rails. He tried to do it 1 rail, and he got the wrong angle. Now, the 3 cushion shot here doesn't get you good on the 9. You might have to take the cut. Get the cue ball near that side where he's standing and take the cut on the 9. I wouldn't gamble on anything else.
He's looking to come in real short and still get on the long side of the 9. Watch the shot, 4 rails.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like
Sweat
that.
it.
You don't need to do that.
No, he's coming to the short side.
How's the speed?
And he's going to get there.
Pretty good. That's good enough, folks. But had he got the right angle on the 8, he wouldn't have had this kind of a shot, which he could have got a little better, but I imagine he's close enough to make this.
John Morra to the hill.
Well, Johnny's playing good. You know, he beat a tough Rodney Morris yesterday to get to this position. Well, this is it. You can't make any more mistakes, Jayson, if you get to the table. You know, there's always a possibility you don't shoot again. But this is not elimination here. He will go on the loser side if he loses, and you still have a chance because there isn't a lot of players.
Well, this all comes down to that first opening shot that Jayson missed on that 1 ball. Leaving John in his shot and then playing that 2-9 from the opening gate. Right from the beginning of this match. And then he missed a 4 ball. Watch the 3 here and the 1.
Yeah, the 1 in the side, the 3 in the left corner.
And this is the reason he was down there looking that long.
Nothing. 1 more time. And he only left the combination, I believe.
A couple of them.
Well, the first combination is the one that keeps you to the table. I think you go forward here, play the combination, and you play the one in the other corner. You got to roll it in. I don't know if he has a good roll stroke, but he did, and that's what he did. He's got the one in the other corner. And the people, you know, after many years, this is the 23rd tournament here.
Yeah.
The people are getting smarter after seeing all this play. They know when to applaud.
They just applauded because Rodney Morris and Sean Wilkie's
Oh, really?
match just, I think that's Sean. Who did Rodney Morris play? No, that's not Wilkie. Oh, he played Ron Costanzo. I wonder what happened down there.
I have no idea, but Ron's been
The
playing
chat knows.
good. Yeah. Ron beat Archer last night.
Hill.
Yeah.
With a 7-9 combination to end it, too. I would say Rodney won by the body language, but...
And that was an elimination match. So Ron Costanzo is out if he lost, and it, like you say, it looks like he lost. Because Rodney is talking to people. If he didn't win, he would have been out of here already. Yeah, I would say he won.
Here's the 2-3 combination. You got to control the 2 and the Q, and he does. Whoa, watch getting real close to that 5 ball.
Yeah, well, it is.
Well, the only thing he has on his side is the 4 is down there by the 2 ball. Do you slow roll it and just let the Q come out? After pocketing the 2, hopefully, jacked up over the 5.
Yeah, I don't know if you can control that. It looks like if you do that, you're liable to be froze on that 2.
Just roll it like that. Come on out.
Good shot. Good shot. This is going to be a crowd pleaser delight here because everybody will suffer. They'll both be on the hill. Got to go one rail and shoot the 5 in the same pocket. He did that pretty well. Did he get too thin?
No, he's good.
He's all right. Got to control it for the 6, and you got to make sure you get an angle on the 6, which he did. Now he can go upstream to the 7 easily. He did that. He got a piece of fuzz off the table. Good shot.
The last day, can we get a hill to the opening gate? Yes, we can.
It's a race to 1 now, folks. The break hasn't been a real effective shot so far, and Jayson hopes to change that right here.
It's all super matches right down to the finals from now on, Danny.
Yeah,
I'm
ready.
strong.
I'm
See
ready
them
to
shake
do
hands.
them.
The hilla, Anya. Let's get the burgers flipping. It's already afternoon on the East Coast, and Jayson Shaw says he's noticed there was something a little bit funny, a gap in the back. We had Karen Kaur step by the booth yesterday.
Yeah.
For a little while talking to Danny. And
Great player. She hasn't quite got back in her gear because she had to go to Ireland with her mother. Mother was ill. She missed a few years of playing.
yes, she took
And
some
she's
time
still
off.
working back to get there. One of the top women players ever.
And she wanted a few pointers from Danny, what she did wrong. during her match,
she
what
did.
he thought in his
I'm
opinion.
glad you're saying it because it would sound like I'm boasting. She wanted to know if I saw anything that she could improve on.
Right.
And I did tell her. She played a couple short safes, and that's not good because your opponent can come back with a safe if you leave him too close, and he'll hit it. You want to leave long safes. Make it difficult. And she jumped up a couple times, missed an easy shot.
Cue ball gets a love bump, but the
Look
one
at
ball
this.
does not go in.
And it doesn't sit real good for Johnny. The only good thing about this is if it went in, he would have been in trouble, Johnny. But now he's still got a chance. So what do you do here?
Hill. I'm going to play safe here. I'm not
You're
going
going to hit it straight on and
I'm
try
gonna
to go 2 rails, maybe with the ball behind the 9? I don't like cutting it.
Well, I like playing it thin off the left side if the shot is there and trying
That's
to get
okay.
the cue ball down behind the 5-6 area.
That's a tough hit. I think
is
you
tough.
can hit it straight on and go 2 rails and knock it to the end rail. But I think he's winding up to shoot.
That's what it looks
This
like.
doesn't look like a safety play. It looks like he's going to cut at this ball. And if he
Playing a
makes
two-way
it,
shot. How about a two-way shot here? If you don't make it, the one comes back out, and the cue ball still comes down by the 9 if you do make it.
yeah, but what if you miss it close and you hang it? Oh, what a good shot.
How about if he just pockets
Look at
the
this.
ball?
I want to tell you, folks, that is a way better shot when your opponent's on the hill with you. That could be the match winner right there. I think he's got enough
Costanzo
angle.
beat Morris 9-3.
Did he?
Confirmed.
Well, then I was wrong about the poker face.
Wow. I tell you, don't give up on.
Ron's a hard-nosed little
that
player.
From 4 different people. Thank you, Ron, Mason, and Jared, for sending that in. Rodney did lose, so Ron Costanzo moves on. Yeah, he's strong.
I know. I played him years ago. We gambled a lot.
We'll hit you with your pet peeve. He's a dark horse.
Well, he does like horses. He does go to the track quite a bit. That's what I like about him. He doesn't waste the money on bills. He goes to the track with it.
We do not condone gambling, but horse racing is legal.
Wait, I do condone it. I like it because let me tell you something. I think Pete Rose got a bad deal.
Sure he did. I think he did too.
Yeah, it's a gambling country. I mean, if you're going to do that to Pete Rose, then why don't we close all casinos and racetracks?
Well, he's a role model too, though. Yeah.
Well, so
Steve
what?
Wynn is not a role model.
They advertised going to the racetrack. You know, what happened there with the morals? No, I don't agree with that. I like him better because he gambled. He never bet against his team.
Looks like Johnny Morra is going to close this match out
Yeah.
and send Jayson Shaw over to the B side of the chart. Keep in mind, the loser of this match is not eliminated, so the strong field remains on the A side and the B side.
He got the perfect angle now. Just roll the 8 in and shoot the 9 in the corner to his left. I don't think you draw the ball here. I think you roll it forward.
Next match, folks, 1 o'clock p.m.
Oh, he went
He went
one
around
rail.
it.
I don't think he had to do that, but
Boy, you got to watch
it's
that
his
cue ball.
choice. Yeah, look at the cue ball going towards the side.
Well,
I
at least
thought he
he's up
could-
shooting, Danny.
I thought he could roll it in, but meanwhile, he's going to be one of the last 2 on the winner's side.
There you have it. Johnny Morra out of Toronto, Canada, defeats Jayson Shaw. Sends Jayson over to the B side. We'll be right back with another match at 1 p.m. We're going to see who we're going to have on the live stream table, and I'll get back to you and post that right on the screen. I want to thank Danny D, the legend, for sitting in, and he's going to be sitting in as much as he can.
I'll sit in all day.
There we got it. Folks, you got Danny D all day long. Thank you, Danny. All right, folks, we'll be back.